Hi, welcome to the next in a series of online tutorials about the local BMD project websites. I'm Ian Hartas. I'm author of the search software used in the various local BMD websites and also author of the UK BMD website itself. If you'd like to join me at my keyboard, we'll have a look at the next in the series. In this tutorial we'll be looking at spelling variations. Have you been searching for an ancestor, convinced that they should be there in the indexes but you cannot find them? Then perhaps the name was indexed with a spelling that is different to the one you expect. Education was not as readily available as it is now, so many of our ancestors could not read or write. So they were at the mercy of the clerk or registrar to write down what they heard or what they thought they heard. For example, my surname of Hartas, H-A-R-T-A-S, is often indexed as Hartas with a double S, Hartis with an IS, Hartus, US, or even Artas without the H. So let's have a look at the North Wales BMD website to see what options are available to us to help find ancestors whose names were either written down incorrectly or subject to regional variations of spelling. As usual, my recommendation is to start at the UK BMD website. Click on the local BMD button, scroll down and we'll see the North Wales BMD website. Slightly different to the other BMD websites that we've seen in that it has an extra start page and you have the choice of either entering and continuing on in Welsh or just in English. Unfortunately I haven't the pleasure of knowing anything in Welsh, so we'll carry on to the English side of the website. Once we're here, it's structured exactly the same as the other ones are, with the tabs across the top. So, on to a birth search. For this example we'll be looking for births, and I'm going to select year of 1882 and enter a surname which I'm not sure how it's spelt correctly or not, but the name I'm going to look for is Chakrabarti. Here it is already selected. Is that spelled right? I'm not sure. Let's have a look if we just display results. No match. So go back. And if we look further down on the search form, all the examples we've used so far, we haven't made any changes to this option to match everything, and we've left every search so far as an exact search. We have three options here to help find names which may have been spelt incorrectly but sound the same. So the first option is the SoundX option. And display results. And Chuckabutty. This is not an error, this is actually an entry in the database. But you can imagine if somebody's not from the area, maybe not even from the country, and they come to England or to Wales and they have a different accent to everybody else. You can even imagine the wide range of regional accents we have just from the north to the south and the east to the west. Never mind coming from another country. If you said, "What's your name?" Chakrabarti, and the local registrar wrote down what they thought they heard, and here we have Chuckabutty. Those of you who remember the comedian Ken Dodd, he had a favourite character that he always used to talk about, Professor Chuckabutty, and I believe that Lancelot Algernon Chuckabutty's brother was the inspiration for the character here. So it's just a matter of thinking laterally. If you can't find an entry that you're looking for based on the name as you spell it now, try thinking, how would it be written phonetically? How would it be written down literally in a more literal manner? And try a few variations. And if those don't work, try the SoundX option. Now we have, if I go back, further options, as well as the SoundX, we have the near and the vague options. Now they work in a similar sort of manner, as we have seen with the SoundX option, but perform in a slightly different method as far as the software is concerned. If I open up another tab, Lancashire BMD, search, already performed this search before, so it's remembered the option I selected, Tazica. Pick a year. I know you're going to use the vague option this time and see what comes out. Well, we've got Tazica with all sorts of variations in spelling, but we've also got ones where we have an S in the front, Stasica. This is useful for some of the variations in surnames that we've come across over the years. Out there at the moment in the UK we have a very popular coffee shop chain called Starbucks. Back in the 60s and 70s in the UK there was a popular comedian by the name of Tarbuck. Can you imagine if you were just being asked the question, what's your surname? It's Tarbuck. Did I say it's Tarbuck or did I say it's Starbuck? Again, these are variations which are easily missed by the registrar writing down what they thought they heard, and the SoundX and the vague options, amongst others, are there to help you pick up those other names that you may have missed. I can think of a few other options like Tarling and Starling as other ones which might fall into this category. So, in summary, if you can't find an entry, try one of the match options in case the name has been misspelt or written incorrectly due to being misheard. If you return to the main tutorials page on the web, you will find other tutorials with examples of births and marriage searches, etc., and other features. See you in the next tutorial.